Hey, my merry hangsters, and welcome to another Redneck Moment. Today's Redneck Moment is brought to you by Modelo Especial. If you're having yourself a rough day, you pick you up one of these. Bam! I'm feeling a special already. Woo! So, my last video got a few responses. Some bad, quite a few good. But the one that got to me the most was from a hangster that I respect a lot. And she said, "Hank, who have you become?" She said, "I know you drink the fancy coffee. I know you listen to NPR. And if you didn't know, I drive a Prius. So do you hate me?" And that pains me, because I'm not trying to make videos about hate. I'm trying to be as honest as I can. And I do drink fair trade, organic, shade-grown coffee. Love it. I do listen to NPR, Snap Judgment, TED Talks, Moth Radio Hour, Radio Lab. Love all those shows. And as far as Priuses go, I've had some really good partying times in Priuses, so don't get me wrong on that one either. What I was trying to say is, these things being used conspicuously to let people know who they want you to believe they are, rather than who they really are. That's what I got a problem with. So in the interest of that, I wanted to speak my piece about that kind of stuff today, just so you don't get the wrong idea, because I'm not against those things per se. And I do talk in analogies. So, my dear son River, and I want to give him a shout out right now. Here's to you, River, for catching your first fish last night. Way to go, you're a man now, boy. Oh, but anyway, I get a call, and I find out that he's being bullied at school. So I go in there and I try to straighten things out. And as I back in my truck up there, I see the parents of the bully pulling in their Subaru with all these bumper stickers plastered left to right, talking about coexist and teach respect, get respect, and do no harm, and just all this preachy stuff when I know the truth. Truth being is they're not teaching this at home. And that's why I'm having to deal with this problem that I'm here at school having to deal with. And as I walk out of dealing with this problem, Teacher Rich says, "Hey, Mr. Shameless." I said, "Yes, sir." And he goes, "Check your son River's box. There's something in there you should probably get." And I reach in there and pull out a birthday invitation to a sweet, sweet, dear little girl. It says, "We want to invite you to our daughter's birthday party. And there will be gluten-free organic snacks there for those kids, and hand-pressed, local, organic apple juice." And she doesn't want any birthday presents. No. Instead, we prefer that on the bottom here is a list of toiletry items that we'd like you to bring so that she can donate to the local abused women shelter. Now, I'm only so educated, but I feel like I got a good grasp on children and people, and I'm telling you right now, there's no way that deep down inside this little 8-year-old girl wants me to bring tampons and toilet paper to her birthday party. You can't fool me with that crap. That's the parents trying to tell the other parents, this is who we are. Conspicuously trying to put it out who they want people to believe that they are. Now, I know some of you might think, well, they're trying to teach this girl a lesson. Well, I say, if you want to teach children things, you should teach them with your actions, not with your words and your bumper stickers. So give that little girl to the grandparents for the weekend to be spoiled rotten with candy and ice cream and toys. Let those grandparents spoil that kid rotten. I'm talking 2 or 3 days of being spoiled rotten. While you go and you donate your time and money and whatever else to that organization that you feel so strongly about. And then when you pick that girl up from the grandparents and she's got her bellyache from all those sweets, and she's hauling her sack of birthday toys out to the car, then you tell her about the organization that you felt so passionately about, that you spent the weekend helping those folks out. That's I think that's a lot better than hijacking her birthday to make people think that about you. And it goes beyond that with me, because I've ran across it way too many times. My brother and I, we like to drink beer and ride on the river. And we went to a fella's house to get a couple of inner tubes, and as I pulled up, I saw on the back of his pickup truck, support your local farmer, buy local produce. But when I go in his house, he's eating microwave burritos, New York packaged salsa, and there's a whole garden outside his house. And I'm thinking, what the? And he says, yeah, my dad's in India for a couple months. He told me anybody that comes over here, let them take whatever they want out of the garden, or else it's all going to go to waste. And he said, actually, there's a sack of potatoes in the kitchen. I prefer you take those two. And my brother said, oh, potatoes are cheap at the store. I don't want to take your potatoes. And he said, to be honest with you, I wouldn't know how to cook a potato. And my brother went off like the guy on Forrest Gump talking about shrimp. He said, what do you mean you don't know what to do with a potato? He said, you can mash it, you can fry it, you can boil it, you can bake it, you can microwave it, you can scallop it. He went through a whole list as that guy just sat there with his mouth not knowing what the heck my brother was talking about. So this man that doesn't know how to cook a potato, he's got that bumper sticker. Now, why do you think that is? That's because he wants people to think that he's something that he is not. And that's what I was trying to talk about, and that's what I'm trying to say today. Walk your walk, folks. Walk your talk. Be who you want people to believe you are. Don't preach it. Keep it sexy, y'all.